when we pull up our parade camera. Unfortunately, a little bit of a lull, but we're seeing some politicians come through. See that great shot? They're coming, I promise. They're just moving slow.
This is the part you got to dance.
Yes, absolutely. Whoa. We're just told to go to a commercial break, so he doesn't want us to dance.
Oh, okay.
We'll be right back after a quick break.
The new Bank of America Broadway at the Straz season tickets are on sale now. This is where all your dreams come true. Experience Beetlejuice, Funny Girl, Moulin Rouge, Girl from the North Country, Mrs. Doubtfire, Peter Pan, Clue, and The Choir of Man. Season ticket holders also receive priority access to Broadway encores, Jesus Christ Superstar, The Book of Mormon, and Les Miserables. Get your season tickets today at strazcenter.org.
At Can Community Health, excellent healthcare starts with a foundation of inclusion, compassion, and respect, regardless of race, age, disability, sexual orientation, gender identity, or the ability to pay. Since 1991, we've provided premier care through outreach, advocacy, education, and research. If you or someone you love needs compassionate medical, mental health, or dental care, please visit cancommunityhealth.org to learn more. Together, we can make the difference.
The Bay Area is different than anywhere else. Unique with its culture, history, and pride. Full of stories, some with twists and turns, others inspire and inform. As a journalist with ABC Action News, it's a commitment to give perspective on all angles and provide answers that are hard to find. I'm Jameson Euler, covering what's important to you.
Always calling it as he sees it.
We are looking at what appears to be a turn to the right, a near miss.
That's the weather forecast I will vote for.
Chief Meteorologist Dennis Phillips. He's Tampa Bay's chief, getting it right with over 34 years forecasting weather.
Well, rule number 7 means don't freak out unless I'm freaking out. We're fine.
You deserve the experience and trust you get from Chief Meteorologist Dennis Phillips, only when you watch ABC Action News.
The shared experiences we have right here in the Bay Area shape who we are. And it's these stories that deserve to be told. As a journalist with ABC Action News, I've spent years involved in the community and with the people who live here. It's my responsibility to listen and take the time to get each story right. I'm Wendy Ryan. It's a privilege to tell your story.
When a story comes full circle, it means you're exhausting every resource, investigating every angle, asking the tough questions that lead to answers.
Would this not further divide the country?
We debate, we discuss, we challenge viewpoints. It's bringing clarity to the issues affecting you. This is our city. This is our state. This is Full Circle, Florida.
You're watching the Tampa Pride Diversity Parade, streaming live on ABC Action News Plus.
Proudly sponsored by the Straz Center.
Welcome back to our live coverage of the Tampa Pride Diversity Parade. I'm Lauren St. Germain here with Tyler Butler. And we're going to go out to our reporter, Lydia Vasquez. She's on the street. We hope her signal's going to last. It's getting a little crazy down there. Lydia, what are you seeing? Yeah, it's crazy, it's wild, it's vibrant, energetic, all about. I'm gonna give you a little look. We got lucky, we got a band playing, but first, check out this little pup here. All our friends decked out in all the wonderful colors, saying love is love here for all of the excitement. Our photojournalist Richard Taylor, he's heading over to see the band. Beautiful, playing their music loud. And this is honestly just the beginning. I know you guys saw the first responders starting off there. Again, we have music. And over here. What's your name?
Julian.
Julian, how excited are you to be here right now?
I am really excited. I'm super happy that I'm here.
What's been your favorite part so far?
Probably the floats and the candy and the bracelets and the beads.
Bracelets and the beads. right, well, we tried. Julian's really excited to be at the parade. We'll hopefully go back to Lydia Vasquez a little bit later, but as you can see, so much excitement down on the parade route. We love to see it.
And again, children.
Yeah,
I mean,
it looks like he was
is
having so
for
much
everyone.
fun. Absolutely.
Everyone's welcome at Pride.
Absolutely. And now we had mentioned that a few high school and middle school bands were performing, and one of them is Webb Middle School. I spoke with the band director earlier this week. He tells me all about what the kids were doing to get ready and also the challenges of performing in a band. Take a listen.
So first, tell me a little bit about the performance that you guys are going to put on at the parade. What kind of music you're going to play, a little bit about the drum line and the band, and how many kids are involved.
Sure. Well, first let me start off. David Triplet Rosa, he's one of the parade not sponsors, but organizers. He's also the band director of Barrington Middle School. So we were talking one day and said, "Hey, Tom, why don't you, bring your band to the diversity parade?" And I said, that sounds like a great idea, So he said, you just have to do 45 seconds worth of music because, you have a new audience like every 15 seconds. You know what I mean? When you're doing a parade. So we put together Louie Louie, the old hit from, I think, the late 60s, late 60s, I believe, The kids like it. It's simple. They can memorize it, and it just flows real well. It's a party song, so it should fit in with the atmosphere there, We've never done the diversity parade before. This is our first year, but we've done the Veterans Parade. We've done that for 15 years in a row since I've been here at Webb, So the kids are well-versed in parades. They know, how to do that and all. So it's just a matter of trying to get the time in there so they can memorize the music. We don't do any kind of FAMU dancing or anything. They're still middle school, and when they're amongst themselves, they let their hair down. But when there's adults around and all, they tend to shy away from those kind of things. I wish they would dance a little bit more, but anyway, we have a rocking drum line that I think is on par with any middle school, maybe even some high school drum lines here in the district. They're just chomping at the bit to do this tomorrow. So. Anyway, it's going to be a fun time, and we'll just, we'll intersperse Louie Louie between, I think we have 5-6 cadences, different cadences that the drums will do and keep the not participants, but the audience entertained.
Awesome. And how many kids are going to be involved tomorrow?
In my band, we're going to have about 30. And just a shout out to Aaron Cabrera at Lato High. I'm going to have about 6 or 7 former students. They're going to come back and they're going to perform with the band with us, the Webb band. And so we're going to have some high schoolers in there. So, don't think that, like my son, he's got a full beard and all, he's not a middle schooler, But
awesome.
they're going to help. Yeah. They're going to help us flesh out. So we're going to have about 30 kids in there.
Okay, awesome. And the kids should be so excited. The atmosphere of the Pride Parade is just wonderful. People are just so happy and exuberant. And why did you think it was so important for the kids to be involved in the parade this year?
Well, I just think that it's a great opportunity for the students to perform for diverse crowds. I mean, even at the Veterans Day parade here in Town and Country, I mean, those are probably the most diverse and largest crowds that we perform all year long, and I have a feeling that probably the diversity parade in Ybor City is probably even going to be larger than the Veterans Day parade, So, it's just great to get our faces out there, connect with the communities, go beyond Town and Country, and go down to Ybor. I'd venture to say that maybe some of our kids haven't even been to Ybor, you know what I mean? So, their whole world is just like 4 blocks, of Town and Country. So it's a great learning experience. And just being able to play in front of a diverse crowd. I mean, it's just, all it can do is just make you a better performer.
And that was the Webb Middle School band director. And actually right behind us now is the Webb Middle School band. So let's take a listen. the drum line from Webb Middle School, and you know they were the band director was saying that they also had chaperones there just in case the kids needed someone to help them out a little bit. They had water as well.
Look at those umbrellas. They're very prideful, aren't they?
Those are awesome. Those really are awesome. That's,
really need them on a day like this too.
Yeah, absolutely. USAA. I bet everyone else is a little bit jealous that they didn't pick up the umbrella when they left today.
Absolutely. I should have had one earlier. My face got so red from walking around downtown.
Sunscreen. Sunscreen.
Yes. Sunscreen for sure.
If you're just joining us, you're watching the Tampa Pride Diversity Parade live from Ybor City right now, right along 7th Avenue. Can still hear that web band in the background. Trying to let everyone listen a little bit. And Tyler, we are about to get into the Grand Marshals.
Absolutely, and that yellow Jeep right there, right?
Is it yellow or is it green?
Well, it's yellow.
Oh, it's a yellow green. It's fine.
It's fluorescent. It's one of those fluorescent colors.
So the Grand Marshals, there are a few different Grand Marshals, and there are people in the LGBTQ+, the Pride community, who have really made quite an impact. And actually, right now, we are seeing the really the main Grand Marshal, Chuck Henson, right there.
Yep, that's Chuck Henson coming up right there in the lime color
lime
Jeep.
green fluorescent. I would wager it would glow in the dark if we put it in the dark. That's really it's glow in the dark color.
Reminds me of one of those markers, of fluorescent markers.
Absolutely, yes. Chuck's been a community leader in the Tampa Bay area for over 2 decades. He actually used to be a television reporter and anchor in the Tampa Bay area. Also a founding member of the St. Pete Twirling Project, which has been in the parade for many years.
And also he's part of the
International Gay and Lesbian Film Festival for 3 years.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think that's what he's really kind of known for in the gay community here in Tampa.
And very important that the Jeeps have the duck to, go along with the Jeep theme right there. All right, now we have, right behind him, we have Dr. Rishi Patel, who you heard from a little bit earlier. He is with Can Community Health. He is the Grand Marshal Community Leader.
Oh, excuse me.
And he's throwing out rubber ducks to go along with the Jeep theme. We love to see that. Those are going to hurt if they hit you. I hope he doesn't want to throw
is he going to throw them up?
I hope not. My head can only handle so many beads, And behind him, we have Esme Russell, the Grand Marshal Trailblazer.
Oh my God, if you have ever seen a show put on as part of Ybor's history, it's Esme Russell. Back when Traxel Goya was around in Ybor City, she was a huge staple to that bar, that club, as well as many others around town, but really Trax, which is what one of my favorite bars here was.
Awesome. And we're actually giving you 2 vantage points right now. Our Action Air 1 is in the air over the parade, and then right next to it you see our camera that's really shooting the parade right there. So we're giving you a different vantage point of 7th Avenue to show you just how many people are here. The parade is about 7 blocks, so you're gonna see a great view from Action Air 1. And we're continuing with the Grand Marshals here. We have Grand Marshal Pepper Mache, who we'll hear from a little bit later as well. She is she's the celebrity, celebrity Grand Marshal. A singer, international icon, had at one point worked with Tina Turner. And again, Action Air 1 and our other camera that's on the ground right now to give you a different perspective of what's happening in Ybor City right now. And it's starting to get a lot louder, Tyler.
Yes, and what a view we're showing there. That must be from like a sky view, right?
Action Air 1, it's our helicopter.
Oh, it's the helicopter, okay. Thought there was some fancy way of
it is fancy.
saying that it was
helicopter fancy.
Got it. Wow.
But 7th Avenue is just such an iconic part of Ybor history, and so it's very fitting that this is where.
Now, I don't remember this helicopter being involved last year.
And we brought it just special new this year. Yeah.
Probably because they knew there was going to be extra more people here this year, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Give some different vantage points.
Wow, look at the bubbles.
The bubbles.
Tons of bubbles.
The bubbles. We love to see that.
Gotta have bubbles at a Pride Parade.
And I believe this is probably the Southern Knights float. The Southern Knights is the Grand Marshal organization. All the bubbles.
Can you imagine having to wear those heavy wigs and
No.
very hot?
Some of these costumes are, and we're getting bubbles up here.
Yes.
Yay. Bubbles are harmless, So right now we are seeing organizations actually there's another band coming behind us. It is the Armwood High School Band.
Oh, Armwood.
So this is what the third high school band or middle or high school band we've seen local from the Tampa Bay area. Great representation. I see some very large instruments in this
All I
band.
see is large hair coming.
Oh, yes. Large hair, large instruments, everything is just bigger. And behind the band, we have Tampa General Hospital.
Love is love. Love that.
If you're just joining us now, you are watching the Tampa Pride Diversity Parade live from Ybor City, where we are. We are on a balcony area about across the street from Central Ybor. We're right on 7th Avenue near 16th Street. I'm Lauren St. Germain. This is Tyler Butler.
Happy Pride, happy Pride.
Tyler is also host of Out and About. We're going to talk about that, but first we're going to take a quick commercial break.
The new Bank of America Broadway at the Straz season tickets are on sale now. This is where all your dreams come true. Experience Beetlejuice, Funny Girl, Moulin Rouge, Girl from the North Country, Mrs. Doubtfire, Peter Pan, Clue, and The Choir of Man. Season ticket holders also receive priority access to Broadway encores, Jesus Christ Superstar, The Book of Mormon, and Les Miserables. Get your season tickets today at strazcenter.org.
At Can Community Health, excellent healthcare starts with a foundation of inclusion, compassion, and respect, regardless of race, age, disability, sexual orientation, gender identity, or the ability to pay. Since 1991, we've provided premier care through outreach, advocacy, education, and research. If you or someone you love needs compassionate medical, mental health, or dental care, please visit cancommunityhealth.org to learn more. Together, we can make the difference.
The Bay Area is different than anywhere else. Unique with its culture, history, and pride. Full of stories, some with twists and turns, others inspire and inform. As a journalist with ABC Action News, it's a commitment to give perspective on all angles and provide answers that are hard to find. I'm Jameson Euler, covering what's important to you.
Always calling it as he sees it.
We are looking at what appears to be a turn to the right, a near miss.
That's the weather forecast I will vote for.
Chief Meteorologist Dennis Phillips. He's Tampa Bay's chief, getting it right with over 34 years forecasting weather.
Well, rule number 7 means don't freak out unless I'm freaking out. We're fine.
You deserve the experience and trust you get from Chief Meteorologist Dennis Phillips, only when you watch ABC Action News.
The shared experiences we have right here in the Bay Area shape who we are. And it's these stories that deserve to be told. As a journalist with ABC Action News, I've spent years involved in the community and with the people who live here. It's my responsibility to listen and take the time to get each story right. I'm Wendy Ryan. It's a privilege to tell your story.
When a story comes full circle, it means you're exhausting every resource, investigating every angle, asking the tough questions that lead to answers.
Would this not further divide the country?
We debate, we discuss, we challenge viewpoints. It's bringing clarity to the issues affecting you. This is our city. This is our state. This is Full Circle, Florida.
Live coverage of the Tampa Pride Diversity Parade continues on ABC Action News Plus.
Proudly sponsored by the Straz Center.
Welcome back to the Tampa Pride Diversity Parade, the 9th annual. We are broadcasting live from Ybor City, right on 7th Avenue. And you are taking a look from our Action Air 1. Our chopper is over the parade, giving you a different vantage point this year at the great view that we have all throughout 7th Avenue. This is one of the Jeeps right here. All of the Grand Marshals were in Jeeps earlier. That's
one of your favorite colors.
Yeah, we couldn't figure out if it was green or yellow. You can vote at home. I still say glow in the dark is a new color. That's what I think we're going to do. But so there are several Grand Marshals. We talked about the community leader, the regular Grand Marshal, the organization, also the celebrity Grand Marshal, Pepper Mache, and Pepper Mache spoke earlier with the Morning Blend, so here's part of that interview.
And I'm so happy for having our dear celebrity Grand Marshal. She just flew in and on her 70th youthful day.
I was going to say, happy
what
birthday.
A great happy birthday.
Right,
oh.
Thank you, darling. I appreciate it. Well, let's talk. Celebrity Grand Marshal. Why is this something that you were like, yep, I'm going to circle it. I want to be there for Tampa Pride?
You know, to be invited to a city that basically has adopted me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from California, living in California right now, and I just feel like this is my second home now. How can I get away from, when you're a Grand Marshal, you have to look out for everybody.
Yes, and I think that too is what Tampa Pride is all about, though. A
Exactly.
place that everybody can have fun, feel safe, and feel good, right?
Exactly.
And of course, you are going to be the Celebrity Grand Marshal. What does that entail? How can we best be able to come out and maybe get a paper mache wave?
I will be waving like the queen. Definitely. And also, I'll basically be aiming for people that I can look directly to their faces.
Oh, I like that.
And let them know that I am here for you.
Why is that
got
so?
you.
And of course, the community, that's one thing I've always been able to appreciate with Pride. You know, it's everybody is welcome.
Yes.
Is it a very, welcoming event, fun event? And that seems like you want to make sure you address that as the Celebrity Grand Marshal, right?
Well, when you're living in one state far away, you can't reach out and let people know, I got you. I know who you are. I'm part of the community. Late, because I met my wife in 2011, and all those years I was performing before, I was a part of the community, but not in it. The LGBTIA+. I met my wife in 2011, fell in love with her. We were both married to men, 27, 32 respectively. And we lost both of our husbands to the same type of disease.
Really?
Yeah. And we've got kids around the same ages, so we're a very blended family.
Well, and I like to hearing your story, being part of the community and now being in the community.
Yes.
I think that that's really important. It just makes sense. Carrie, no wonder why you were like, yes, we got to get Pepper here.
Oh, and I've known Pepper for so long.
Yes.
And her singing and presence, and it's such an honor to have such a international icon with us.
Can I ask a music
she could
question?
Sing right now.
Can I ask a music question? I only have a few seconds left, but just even looking at all of the wonderful people you've performed with, all of the wonderful things you've done in your career.
Yes.
What's one of the highlights that you have as you're getting ready to celebrate 70?
Tina Turner.
Whoa.
When I walked into the studio in LA, the woman was literally going from Walt Disney Studios to work with the real actors in What's Love Got to Do with It. And I was hired to come in with 2 other singers that were just phenomenal and do the backgrounds with the live band that she was working. So she was doing both studios at the same time.
Of course she was.
Looking like Chanel.
Oh, I can only imagine. Oh.
Caramel skin. I was in awe. So in awe that where she had to hit me in my diaphragm to tell me I want to hear it from here. Because I was so taken aback.
Right.
And starstruck.
Oh.
Right now, you're taking a live look at the parade. This is from our Action Air 1. I believe that is actually one of the high schools. I think that's Chamberlain High School. They were performing a little bit earlier. It also looked like there were some dancers or pom dancers as well. And again, this is right along 7th Avenue in Ybor City. If you're not out here, if you're watching us at home, 7th Avenue is it's like the middle of Ybor City. And it's really where a lot of people can come and gather, and it seems like it's the perfect place for a parade, as you can see. And so many different middle schools and high schools, bands performing, so that's really neat to see. And right now we've seen a lot of elected officials. We saw Tampa Fire, Tampa Police, Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, the mayor. Pretty soon we're gonna see the big floats. Those kind of are on the second half of the parade, all of the Gasparilla crews. And
it always starts with city officials, it seems, at the beginning of these parades.
Yep. And we saw all of the grand marshals, like you just heard from the celebrity grand marshal there. All of the grand marshals in the Jeeps.
Your favorite?
Yeah.
You love a Jeep?
I love the Jeeps. I love the Jeeps. You can't help it, right? You know? And so Tyler Butler, co-host right here, we were talking, surprise, hello. We were talking about Out and About before. So tell me a little bit, if people are just joining us, what is it that you do?
So we go to a local location and we talk to the business owners about what they are providing in the area. So it gives them an outlet to kind of talk a little bit about what they are doing in the area, where they're from, and what they provide. As far as food, we do retailers, we do consignment shops, car dealerships, a little bit of everyone.
Gonna put you on the spot for a minute. Pick your favorite one you've done recently.
Ooh. The
Tough
favorite
questions,
one.
I know.
So I did a place called Meshuggah, and that was in Sarasota, and we've got some Sarasota people that are watching right now. But Meshuggah is a Jewish deli that came over from New York, and they have some of the best authentic Jewish food. And when I say Jewish food, I mean it is like everything you could dream of.
All right. We love some good food in Sarasota.
Yes,
Definitely something
really
to check
good.
out on social media. Tyler Butler, Out and About. So right now we are looking at the parade live right on 7th Avenue. I believe we were seeing Bank of America before, some local organizations walking through, throwing out beads. And you know, Tyler, I just love how colorful this parade is. It is just fabulous to see. All of the floats, all of the beads getting thrown around. And all of these organizations coming together also to support Pride and support the LGBTQ+ community.
And look at that purple, is that a truck? What is that coming up? It's like a sky view.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Man, that thing sparkles.
That is a beautiful purple. Oh, we love to see that.
It looks like the color of your car, doesn't it?
I wish my car was that color.
Can
No,
you imagine?
I'm
Here
not that
comes Lauren.
cool. And this is really awesome to see. We're also seeing the local Jewish community come together with the LGBTQ+ community as well. And that just really shows what Pride is all about right now. All these different communities, all these different walks of life coming together to show the support for the Pride community.
Listen to those screams. I mean, people want beads. They want their beads.
I wanted to give you guys an update. Beads were also thrown at our heads again. However, I turned around and threw it right back and got it. So we're taking care of it.
Going down without a fight. More Jeeps coming your way over here.
Right now you're taking a live look at the Tampa Pride Diversity Parade. On one side is our camera from a balcony right on 7th Avenue. And we want to say a big thank you to Casa Ybor for this awesome location. Casa Ybor works with people to find apartments, office space, and historic buildings, and that's right where we are. The other side was our Action Air 1, our chopper overhead. And this right here is the Ybor Coalition.
Oh, huge. Big part of Ybor City, actually.
Great float. We love to see the good floats. And you know, we were actually doing a story, our Robert Boyd did a story with some local stores in Ybor City, and they were also talking about the Ybor Coalition, how it...
Yeah, actually, I was on this float in St. Pete for St. Petersburg Pride.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Can you talk a little bit more about that organization?
I don't know much about the Ybor.
Well, it's a nonprofit, and it really supports and advocates for the gay community in Ybor City, which is awesome to see. Founded in 2007. And we actually are going to go to Robert Boyd's package right now. It's on Bulge Apparel, and this is the one we were just talking about. So let's go to that right now.
Well, Bulge Apparel actually won the Watermark Wave Award for Tampa Bay's favorite hidden gem. And when you walk inside, you can see why. Tucked away on 13th Street, across from Charlie Stop number 4, owner PJ Solis says his clothing store may be little, but the impact it's making is huge.
Ybor lost a lot of its businesses during COVID. They used to be known as Ybor, and we were about 15 businesses strong, and now there's only 3 of us, and there's a growth opportunity. We're filling a void. The community knows we're here.
PJ wanted to provide a spot where up-and-coming designers had a place to showcase their talents.
90% of my merchandise is from small businesses, LGBTQ, minority-owned, women-owned, Black-owned.
Designer Michael Murray is ecstatic to see his shorts on these shelves.
It was a great way to complement everything I was already doing and grow.
While upstairs, once a social lounge for cigar rollers a century ago, is now a safe space for LGBTQ performers.
We have done several shows here, and they've been a complete blast, and they've been able to give a lot of entertainers who maybe don't get the spotlight in other areas. This is their chance to shine.
And Bulge Apparel couldn't be more thrilled about the Pride Parade, marching within feet of their front door.
Because we are the only gay apparel store, people do come in. So we have lots of Pride apparel, we have rainbow apparel, and you gotta get it now because we're running out. It's happening fast.
And I can imagine they are having a lot of business today. They're also in the parade as well, so we'll see them later. You want to fan me?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Let her cool off.
The new Bank of America Broadway at the Straz season tickets are on sale now. This is where all your dreams come true. Experience Beetlejuice, Funny Girl, Moulin Rouge, Girl from the North Country, Mrs. Doubtfire, Peter Pan, Clue, and The Choir of Man. Season ticket holders also receive priority access to Broadway encores, Jesus Christ Superstar, The Book of Mormon, and Les Miserables. Get your season tickets today at StrazCenter.org.
At Can Community Health, excellent healthcare starts with a foundation of inclusion, compassion, and respect, regardless of race, age, disability, sexual orientation, gender identity, or the ability to pay. Since 1991, we've provided premier care through outreach, advocacy, education, and research. If you or someone you love needs compassionate medical, mental health, or dental care, please visit cancommunityhealth.org to learn more. Together, we can make the difference.
The Bay Area is different than anywhere else. Unique with its culture, history, and pride. Full of stories, some with twists and turns, others inspire and inform. As a journalist with ABC Action News, it's a commitment to give perspective on all angles and provide answers that are hard to find. I'm Jameson Euler, covering what's important to you.
Always calling it as he sees it.
We are looking at what appears to be a turn to the right, a near miss.
That's the weather forecast I will vote for.
Chief Meteorologist Dennis Phillips. He's Tampa Bay's chief, getting it right with over 34 years forecasting weather.
Well, rule number 7 means don't freak out unless I'm freaking out. We're fine.
You deserve the experience and trust you get from Chief Meteorologist Dennis Phillips, only when you watch ABC Action News.
The shared experiences we have right here in the Bay Area shape who we are. And it's these stories that deserve to be told. As a journalist with ABC Action News, I've spent years involved in the community and with the people who live here. It's my responsibility to listen and take the time to get each story right. I'm Wendy Ryan. It's a privilege to tell your story.
When a story comes full circle, it means you're exhausting every resource, investigating every angle, asking the tough questions that lead to answers.
Would this not further divide the country?
We debate, we discuss, we challenge viewpoints. It's bringing clarity to the issues affecting you. This is our city. This is our state. This is Full Circle, Florida.
You're watching the Tampa Pride Diversity Parade, streaming live on ABC Action News Plus.
Proudly sponsored by the Straz Center.
Welcome back to our live coverage of the Tampa Pride Diversity Parade, the 9th annual, live from Ybor City, right in the heart of Ybor City, 7th Avenue. You're getting two views right now, one from our camera right on a balcony about 16th Street, and another from our Action Air 1 flying high above the parade to give you a vantage point like we haven't seen before. And I know Tyler likes it from Action Air 1.
Yes, absolutely, now that I know what that is. I thought it was a special big word or something.
It is very special. So right now we are seeing the parade coming through. I believe that was the YMCA. We're excited because our ABC Action News Storm Tracker is coming through soon.
Oh, it's finally here.
We love to see that. So we've seen a lot of bands, we've seen a lot of elected officials, we've seen a lot of law enforcement, a lot of grand marshals, community organizations, and now we're really getting into the big float, so this is pretty awesome. I believe this should be Visit Tampa Bay that we're about to see. Actually, this is our view from Action Air 1. This is a different float, just kind of giving you a different view. Action Air 1 is a little bit further down in the parade. The parade's about 7 blocks, but this is Visit Tampa Bay right here.
Yeah, there we go. There it is. And again, love is love. There's a lot of love. There is love.
There is a lot of love. Oh, and we are getting Christina Aguilera. I'm going to need a dance break.
I think we're going to have
Please
to
do not
break
come
out
to
and
us. And right behind them is Bulge, which is the store that we actually just profiled with Robert. I can imagine they're getting a lot of business, but it is a clothing store and whatnot, right in the heart of Ybor City.
You know, the interesting thing about these floats, they look a little familiar, and that's because they use them in the pirate float, in the pirate fest.
Yes, they do. You're about to see a lot of Gasparilla crews, you'll notice, and they just kind of outfit their floats a little bit differently. And right now, we are looking at Cocktail, which is a new bar in St. Pete, which our Robert Boyd also profiled a little bit earlier. And he spoke with the owner, and he said he was really trying to make a place where everyone feels welcome. And it was a great looking place. And this rooster. So we were talking about how you'd see a rooster in the parade.
I don't think it's a rooster. I think it's a cock. Isn't that what you call that? Or maybe it is a rooster. Same thing, right?
Yep, bar's Cocktail.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which is hence why they use.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same shade as your face, right?
Oh,
there we go. Yeah.
All outfitted. This is our storm tracker. Let's see who we see from ABC Action News there.
Dennis inside there.
To put on my glasses. We have a bunch of our ABC Action News crew throwing out beads this year. That's Kylie and Heather. So our storm tracker, Tyler, I'm educating you about the storm tracker.
Yes.
So our storm tracker we take out during storms so we can drive around and see, like, you know, the rain and the wind and whatnot. That's Jada and her fiance. They just got engaged.
Looks like they've got tons of cameras on the top of that
There
thing.
is, and you can actually move it around with a, they can move it around with a little remote.
They're waving to us from the storm tracker through the sunroof. I can see him waving.
All right, moving on from us now. We have officially hit the halfway point in the parade, Tyler.
Amazing.
Now you can take a sip of water. And this parade lasts about 7 blocks, right on 7th Avenue, and it is a downright perfect day for a parade. A little bit toasty, but it's fine. Half of the street is shaded, so I hope you picked the shaded street when you got your seat.
Oh, there's that helicopter view.
There's our chopper, yes, Tyler's favorite. Action Air 1 is up in the air this year to show you a sky view of 7th Avenue.
We're waiting for those bubbles. Remember the bubbles? Not the bubbles. The foam. The foam.
Oh no.
The foam.
Once it gets to the foam,
There's
all
no
bets
party
are
like a
off
foam
when
party.
you get to the foam.
All right, who do we have coming up here? Calm Toe. That's Calm Toe.
Calm towing. So it just really goes to show how many organizations are actually taking part in Pride Parade. You know, when I was looking at the list, I was kind of surprised to see all these different organizations, really.
And again, that's what it's all about, Lauren. It's really about the community and coming together. It doesn't matter who you are. It's important for us all to be together on a prideful day like today and show the support to the community. Oh, excuse me.
That's the cue for us to stop talking. We've had enough of you. You're done.
Sirens. That's the name of the float, right?
And coming up behind the Sirens float, we're about to see some of our local sport teams. Thunderbug. Tampa Bay Lightning right there. Isn't Thunderbug such a cute mascot? Yeah. No, you don't like him?
Yeah, he's all right.
I think he's cute.
He'll do.
He'll do. So Lightning, obviously, in the middle of their season now. Oh, well, really toward the end. So Thunderbug's been busy.
And again, can you imagine how hot?
What were you trying to say?
Can you imagine how hot that costume has to be?
No. Mascots are next level. They really are. And here we have the Tampa Bay Rays. And the Rays actually start their season this coming week on Thursday. They have a home opener against the Detroit Tigers on Thursday.
Lauren, is that your twin coming up here?
Hey! Unbelievable.
And there's my twin right there.
That's the Rowdies.
The Rowdies are feeling a little blue.
Got all the Tampa sports teams. Well, not the Bucks, but we got the Rowdies, the Rays, we got the Lightning, all representing, and we're very hopeful for the Rays this year. 4 consecutive postseason runs. So we're hopeful for this season, 2023. Right now you're taking a look at Empath Health. It's a nonprofit organization that offers care, full life care throughout really all of Florida. So right now you're taking a live look at our camera as well as Action Air 1.
Oh, there's that.
Action Air 1 looking live above a float. And Action Air 1 is in a little different spot than we are. But that is one of the floats, obviously.
Can you imagine how fun that is to be on that float and dancing?
I mean, you were on a float.
I love it.
I've never been on a float
You get
before.
this like thrill of the crowd, and it goes right through you. Makes you want to dance, kind of like what you like to do.
I just dance whenever, you know. And really, Tyler, the party has been going on all day. So we're obviously at the parade right now. However, earlier there was, you know, the street festival and whatnot. There was the food truck area. And coming up tonight is Pride at Night. So it's a whole day.
Yeah,
here.
it doesn't stop at the parade. I mean, you have all the special events after the parade.
Yeah. Yeah. And we are going to go to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back after a few minutes.
The new Bank of America Broadway at the Straz season tickets are on sale now. This is where all your dreams come true. Experience Beetlejuice, Funny Girl, Moulin Rouge, Girl from the North Country, Mrs. Doubtfire, Peter Pan, Clue, and The Choir of Man. Season ticket holders also receive priority access to Broadway encores, Jesus Christ Superstar, The Book of Mormon, and Les Miserables. Get your season tickets today at strazcenter.org.
At Can Community Health, excellent healthcare starts with a foundation of inclusion, compassion, and respect, regardless of race, age, disability, sexual orientation, gender identity, or the ability to pay. Since 1991, we've provided premier care through outreach, advocacy, education, and research. If you or someone you love needs compassionate medical, mental health, or dental care, please visit cancommunityhealth.org to learn more. Together, we can make the difference.
The Bay Area is different than anywhere else. Unique with its culture, history, and pride. Full of stories, some with twists and turns. Others inspire and inform. As a journalist with ABC Action News, it's a commitment to give perspective on all angles and provide answers that are hard to find. I'm Jameson Euler, covering what's important to you.
Always calling it as he sees it.
We are looking at what appears to be a turn to the right, a near miss.
That's the weather forecast I will vote for.
Chief Meteorologist Dennis Phillips. He's Tampa Bay's chief. Getting it right with over 34 years forecasting weather.
Well, rule number 7 means don't freak out unless I'm freaking out. We're fine.
You deserve the experience and trust you get from Chief Meteorologist Dennis Phillips. Only when you watch ABC Action News.
The shared experiences we have right here in the Bay Area shape who we are. And it's these stories that deserve to be told. As a journalist with ABC Action News, I've spent years involved in the community and with the people who live here. It's my responsibility to listen and take the time to get each story right. I'm Wendy Ryan. It's a privilege to tell your story.
When a story comes full circle, it means you're exhausting every resource, investigating every angle, asking the tough questions that lead to answers.
Would this not further divide the country?
We debate, we discuss, we challenge viewpoints. It's bringing clarity to the issues affecting you. This is our city. This is our state. This is Full Circle, Florida.
Live coverage of the Tampa Pride Diversity Parade continues on ABC Action News Plus.
Proudly sponsored by the Straz Center.
Welcome back to our live coverage of the Tampa Pride Diversity Parade, the 9th annual parade. We are taking a look from Action Air 1, flying above 7th Avenue right now, which is where the parade is. 7 blocks of floats and beads and bubbles and probably eventually foam and, you know, all the things at the end. I'm joined by, I'm Lauren St. Germain, joined by Tyler Butler. We are about halfway through the parade. Well, actually, we're more than halfway through where we are. We are about halfway through the parade, right near 16th Street. And we love our Action Air 1 shot because we get to see on top of the floats as well to see all the people dancing.
I'm waiting to see the beads on top of the building from that shot right there.
Yes, when I tell you people are throwing beads, they are chucking beads all over the place. And, you know, it's like the slanted
leave here with a
ceiling
little knot in the back of your head.
I do. I might be bleeding. I don't know. We're going to have to check that out later. But we are seeing some awesome floats, and you know, today is really all about community, and that's what we're sensing with all of the different organizations that are coming through, and really from a middle school band to an elected official and everywhere in between. And that's T-Mobile, I believe. Yep.
Oh,
all
yeah. Mobile equality.
Right. Right behind T-Mobile, they are talking, it's St. Pete Pride. So right after Tampa Pride, take a little bit of a break, and St. Pete Pride comes the end of June. So that's, you know, always a big weekend of fun in St. Pete as well. So it's pretty awesome in Tampa. You get to kick it off and then send it on over to St. Pete in June.
Just when you think it's over, there's another parade.
And there's another parade, and really just more celebrating the community, which is what we love to see right here in Tampa. And we have some Gasparilla crews coming as well. Those are always fun to see. This right here is Equality Florida. They are a LGBTQ civil rights organization in Florida, really fighting for rights, as you can see, in the state. On a local and a state level. I like this truck coming up behind us. It's all decked out. PGIM is a global asset management business. I probably don't understand any of what they do.
Yeah.
We now have Cortland, which is, it owns and operates multiple apartments in the Tampa Bay area. you know, I got to give props to everyone who's carrying either, you know, one of the school bands carrying the heavy instruments or the people carrying the flags.
What about the entertainers that have those wigs and those costumes?
Yes.
I mean, wow, they must be really sweating.
And this is a great view of the bubbles. Action Air 1.
Oh, there they are. Yeah.
And I wish Action Air 1 could give you the true scope of how many people are actually lined the streets. If we look up and down, especially on the street opposite of us, it is just like, there are just so many people here, all for Pride. And the people who came here with umbrellas are really the ones who are winning today.
I know, they're the ones that are winning for sure.
All right, I believe we are starting to get into the cruise now.
Wow, look at that one.
So this crew is all about Key West, as you can tell. Southern Point there.
Huge. Are they even going to fit underneath that big banner?
I hope so. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so this is one of the Gasparilla crews. They are dedicated to celebrating Key West. Their motto, Tyler, is no shoes, no shirts, apologize later.
And that iconic Key West.
Yep, the southernmost point.
Yes.
Honestly, you know they're having the most fun here.
Oh, yeah. Key West knows how to party. Crew of the Conch Republic. Wow. So much color, so many feathers. And then a tiki.
And next coming up, we have the crew of Alegria, and this is actually the first all-female crew. Women from different backgrounds, races, ethnicities, and this is their 37th year. And what's really cool about these crews is, you know, obviously it's a lot of camaraderie and a chance to get together with people in the area, but they also raise a lot of money for local organizations, nonprofits, and this crew raises money for the Children's Home Network, as well as the Sheriff's Youth Ranch.
Here comes the bubbles. We love the bubbles.
And now we have the crew of Ybor. This, naturally, it's all about celebrating Ybor City. In 1999, it was established. And they like to display flags from Cuba, Germany, and Italy to represent the melting pot that Ybor City really is.
Look at those balls he has. I've never seen such big balls before. They're huge.
And the bricks on the float, those represent Ybor City as well. What am I looking at?
In the green right here.
And we have a dragon coming.
Oh, I thought that was a snake. It's not, it's a dragon.
It's a dragon, okay. I'm like second guessing myself. So
a dragon with bubbles.
This is the crew of Bobby C. Davis. It's all about, it's a sailing crew. Group of people on Davis Islands formed it.
Oh.
Yeah, I like this one so far. This one's great. All the bubbles.
Wow.
And next up we have the crew of Italia. This one, as you can imagine, all about the Italian heritage. They're based actually at the Italian Club in Ybor City. And all of the fundraising goes to historical preservation.
Very nice. And as you can see, the flag has changed a bit.
The United States Film Brewery Make some noise. We're looking at you. We're going to look deep to show. Make some noise.
So this is the crew of Brigadoon, which is the one that our reporter featured earlier.
Oh, excuse me.
They want me to stop talking. Okay, I think it's safe now. Brigadoon is, you know, they were talking about wearing kilts and they were going to wear rainbow kilts. I see tutus. That's close enough.
With that dragon.
That definitely is a dragon.
That's really cool. Oh, you almost got that right in your head, Lauren.
Anyway, we're getting these thrown at us. It's a whole situation. I can't. Anyway.
Oh,
so,
wow.
we're good. We're good. That was the crew of Brigadoon. Okay. The Gasparilla cruise, getting all over the place. Did you get him?
I got him. That
Thank
was
you.
exciting.
Thank you. He's got my back. All right, this one up is another crew. This is the crew of Queen Anne's Revenge. This is 214 people.
Wow.
Big crew.
Huge.
It's an all-female crew. They're known as Annies.
Annie. Why Annie?
Because the crew of Queen Anne's Revenge. Annies.
Oh,
yeah.
got it.
They have a nice, bright, tropical theme. All right. And we have one more Gasparilla crew. This is the crew of Charlotte DeBerry. It's a group of another all-female crew. It's a group of women from Ruskin and Apollo Beach. 60-ish members. But isn't it cool to see how they kind of change their floats a little bit to go to the Pride theme, but still keep all of the Gasparilla, you know, still keep their crew.
A train? No, that's a Jeep.
That's a Jeep.
A Jeep with a train horn. And a lot of pride, obviously.
We've got some Jeeps coming. All right, right now you're taking a live look at the Tampa Pride Parade right on 7th Avenue. We are going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with more coverage in a few minutes.
Oh, fan.
The new Bank of America Broadway at the Straz season tickets are on sale now. This is where all your dreams come true. Experience Beetlejuice, Funny Girl, Moulin Rouge, Girl from the North Country, Mrs. Doubtfire, Peter Pan, Clue, and The Choir of Man. Season ticket holders also receive priority access to Broadway encores, Jesus Christ Superstar, The Book of Mormon, and Les Miserables. Get your season tickets today at strazcenter.org.
Oh, there's your boyfriend in the fire truck.
All right, right now we are taking a live look at the Tampa Pride Diversity Parade. You just saw Monaco Salon, excuse me, not Solution, Salon right there. We are right on 7th Avenue. Your picture is from 7th Avenue, right near Centro Ybor. This is, we're right across the street from Big Storm Brewing in a balcony, so you can see all of the action from a little bit above.
And speaking about action, that fire truck had a lot of action. They were putting out some fires, I think.
There was a lot of action before we came back from the break. I'm trying to show you guys.
I had to cool you off with that fan.
As much as we can. We were seeing a lot of Gasparilla crews and a lot of different floats coming through. And I think this is actually the crew of Shamrock coming up right here, if I'm seeing this correctly. This is another Gasparilla crew. Their motto is fun for all and all for fun.
And this is actually a new float.
Yep, this new float.
Yeah.
Built by crew members too, which is pretty cool.
Very nice.
In 2021.
Very Shamrocky for sure.
Yeah, they did a good job. They did a good job. Oh, whoa! Greens just flew! Just missed that! Anyway, green beans flew at us. We gotta start like being on the defense.
We're dodging them. We're still coming up.
Be like a shield. Coming up next, we have the crew of the Carnival coming up. This one's really bright.
Oh yeah, I mean, put on definitely some big sunglasses for this one.
So this is actually sponsored by the International Independent Showman Association. And again, they donate to a lot of local charities, which is really awesome. Also provide college scholarships, and that float is huge. I like the popcorn machine. Love seeing the big floats.
You know, the creativity with putting these floats together.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just mind-blowing about how many hours that they take to put these floats together. They put so much excitement and colors in it. I mean, the one we just saw had this giant popcorn machine on the side. Crazy.
And guys, if you're just joining us, the parade started at 4 o'clock. This has been going on now. What time is it? Do you have a watch? It's 5:51. This has been going on for nearly 2 hours. And we still have many more floats to go. 7th Avenue is bopping.
It is. Oh, did you see that pink flamingo flying down there? Oh, wait.
The pink flamingo on a bicycle is here every year.
Every year, and I remember that from last year.
I love it. It's great.
You really love that
great.
one. Yeah. Wow, so excitement. I mean, just the crowd, the roaring. I mean, it builds you up, you know?
It does.
It really puts that excitement all the way around for everyone.
Absolutely, it does. And this has been such a great day. It's not just the parade, it's the festival beforehand, it's the Pride at night afterward. It is just, and you've been involved with Pride for many, many years.
Yeah, I think this is Pride number 6 or 7 for me.
And we were talking about, this is the largest Pride parade they've had, 150 units. What has it been like to see Pride from even just 6 years ago until now? What is that growth?
I mean, I think a lot of the growth it's been responsible for a lot of the people that have moved here to the Florida area. And I mean, year after year it's gotten bigger, but I think this year specifically is even bigger.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're going to see, I have a feeling the Jeep Brigade is, yes, there are a lot of Jeeps that are going to be coming. And we love to see all the rubber duckies with the Jeeps too, because that's a Jeep thing. I don't know much about it, but I know it's a Jeep thing. So we're seeing
You never owned a Jeep?
No, but my dad did.
Okay.
I used to try driving it, but I got too scared. I don't know.
Too big for you?
It was just a little bit wobbly. I don't know. I was a weird child, or not child, a teenager. I was not driving as
It's funny, people that buy Jeeps, they only buy Jeeps.
Yeah.
Like the Jeep family.
Yeah. All right, well, 7th Avenue. It is just, I mean, we are having a great time out here. What has been your favorite float so far?
I like the one that we just saw that had the giant popcorn machine on the side.
The crew of the carnival.
Cool.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. I liked, even if you weren't going to ask me, I'm going to tell you. I liked the one with the green dragon.
Okay.
That you thought was a snake.
And I love the cars too. I'm a BMW fan, so I like the i8 that just passed by with the suicide doors that go up. That's really, really cool.
No,
I'm a car guy.
Did not even know that passed us. But right now we're seeing a lot of Jeeps come through there with the Tampa Pride organization. And really all of it, oh, people crossing through, be careful. We're seeing a lot of different organizations that are really, really mean a lot to Pride and really.
There's a lot that goes in. People don't realize that having parades now, there's so much that goes on behind the scenes, including, I found out in Sarasota, you actually have to go through an inspection, safety inspection, even to even be involved or go to it.
Yeah.
You have to go through a whole big thing.
I love the way they're decking out the Jeeps. You know. All right, I believe we have another crew coming up.
That was Sweet Pea, by the way, that just drove by in that green.
A Sweet Pea?
Green bean. That's Sweet Pea.
Sweet Pea. Oh, that's cute.
Don't fall over on
I
the
almost
beads.
just fell over. Sorry, guys.
That's the beads.
The beads, tripping on the beads. All right, so we are getting a few more crews in here. I believe this is crew of Mombi. Yeah, this is the crew of the Mombi. So this was, it's all about honoring the courage and patriotism of the rebels who fought alongside the Rough Riders in the Spanish-American War. And they have good music.
El Mache. Crew of Mombi. Oh, we're back.
Almost
we're back.
caught it. Almost
We're
caught
still
it.
getting beads thrown at us from left to right.
Crew of Mombi right behind us. We have more Gasparilla crews coming up. Let's see. This is the Familia de Gladiators. It's essentially the gladiators. FGK. Letters are
What
hard
language
sometimes.
was that?
We're moving on from my mistake. Anyway, they're all about rising above challenges and symbolizing hope. So we love that.
Healing. Mission is healing.
A lot of people walking for Citibank right there.
Yeah, look at Citibank. Wow. Can't wait till we get to this one. Wow, I mean, they have a lot of people.
Okay, well, that's actually two. So right behind Citibank is
okay.
also the Flight Attendants Union.
Oh, that's
Union,
really cool.
representing specifically Frontier Flight Attendants.
I love that. I don't remember seeing them last year.
Yep.
I think this is their
A
first
lot
year.
of new organizations, which
Yes.
is really cool. This right here, Majesty Title Services, Title Agency.
I think we got Invitation Homes right behind them, coming in behind them.
A nationwide company that really provides high quality single family homes. And housing is such an issue we're dealing with all over the Tampa Bay area.
I don't know about Tampa as much as Sarasota, but you can't even get a house in Sarasota.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I mean, a shed is $550,000.
Same in Tampa.
Wow.
Same in Tampa. And then we have the Crisis Center of Tampa Bay, which is an organization that does so much work.
Yeah,
here in
let's
the
talk
Tampa Bay
about them, because it's so important for the community.
It
to be
really
aware.
is, because they help people dealing with so many different issues, whether it be trauma due to sexual assault, suicidal thoughts, domestic violence. They really provide so many services. Such an asset to the Tampa Bay community.
That sound is the crew of sirens. That's what that is. The Golden Sabu.
More Gasparilla crews. I believe these are the sirens of the Golden Saber. A relatively small crew.
It looks like we got a smoker. Look at all the crowd jumping as the song says jump, jump.
The floats with the good music really win here.
I caught some.
Oh, wow. Nice work. Nice work. Yeah. I haven't, so 1 for you, 0. All right, we got some more floats coming through. We are live right here on 7th Avenue.
Look at that wig. Those colors kind of favor your hair on a Saturday, right?
I wish.
When you first wake up.
I wish that is, yes, that is a true statement. All right, so right behind that convertible, Penny Mac Loan Services.
Oh, the Barbie
Good
girl.
music.
Is this the part you're going to sing?
If you're just joining us, you're watching the Tampa Pride Diversity Parade live from Ybor City, the 9th annual parade. We are giving you a vantage point from about 16th Street on 7th Avenue. And we want to thank Casa Ybor for helping us get this fabulous space right here. Casa Ybor works to provide homes, office space to people in historical buildings. I'm Lauren St. Germain here with Tyler Butler. And it has been quite an afternoon, Tyler.
It has. I mean, excitement, prideful, community. It's all happening right here in Central Ybor.
We're at the point in the parade where we're seeing a lot of crews with floats. And also, Tyler, thinking about this too, all of these floats have to get down to Ybor City. That means they have to, you know, drive on the road too. This is the crew of Sir Francis Drake. This float is pretty awesome. It is the first ADA certified wheelchair and special needs accessible float. They actually made history for doing this. And in 2023, they introduced their second one. So this is the first crew to be all inclusive for people. It was established in 2017, so it's still a pretty new float.
See that hat? That's a really cool hat.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And again, this is the crew of Sir Francis Drake that you're watching right now. Oh. I saw someone throw beads up. Got me nervous for a second. My photographer's checking out some of the people who are really enjoying
and look at
themselves.
all those beads that they got. Wow.
So many people out here.
I hate to ask what they did to get those beads.
You know, here they just stood there. They just stood.
Maybe they do the Lauren shuffle.
The what shuffle? You want to replicate that?
Oh, what do we got here?
That's epic.
Now that's
That is
festive.
an epic pirate hat right there.
Somebody loves purple. And look at those balls.
Those are some really good
Holy
beads.
moly.
They are. Another crew of Sir Francis Drake float.
See all the beads that are in the road.
How many beads do you think are used today? I know, I ask a really tough question. I don't know.
What do you think it takes to clean up a parade like this?
I don't know. Like, man, you got to give it to the workers who are going to be cleaning up after this, because that is not going to be easy.
And they do it pretty quickly, too.
Shout out to the city of Tampa, is right.
Absolutely. You talk about beads, they must get all the beads. We're at a standstill, Lauren.
I know. Crew of Sir Francis Drake right here. And check out all the people.
Here we go. Look at the dancing. It's one of the most iconic songs for Pride is the song they're playing right now. They're waving to us. They're waving to us.
All right, back here out live. We were just watching everyone, you know? trying to
getting
protect
into
us
it,
from
getting
into
into it.
the
Gotta do a
dance
little
moves that you
dance.
definitely don't want to see. Oh, right. Tyler, I mean, it is just so great to be out here for Pride again. This is our third year doing Pride together.
Absolutely.
Every year it just keeps getting bigger and better. It is really incredible to see how many organizations are now involved in this.
Absolutely, and the thrill, the crowd, and the people that are involved. I mean, talk about community and support. Everybody's out here. I mean, we've seen so many different people, public workers, officials, and everybody's out here standing for one another.
And you're pretty close with the people who actually work to put this together. So what is it like behind the scenes to get this incredible weekend?
You know, people don't realize how much work it takes to do a parade like this. I mean, it's a lot of involvement. It's a lot of controversial stuff sometimes. You've got different opinions. There's a board of people that put this all together, as well as with the president. And, you know, you get different opinions about what they think should happen or shouldn't happen. And a lot of work goes into an event like this.
Absolutely, it really does. We're right on 7th Avenue in Ybor City. Parade's about 7 blocks. And it has just been going for nearly 2 hours now.
Wow, incredible. I mean,
more than 2 hours at this
point. More than 2 hours. I think we're going into 2.5 hours here shortly. Yeah, incredible. I mean, listen, I think there's over 150 different floats that are out here.
More than 150, which is, but I think there were about 130 last year, so it's a really significant increase, which is pretty awesome to see how many people jumped on board. All right, so since we're at a little bit of a standstill, we're actually going to go to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
The new Bank of America Broadway at the Straz season tickets are on sale now. This is where all your dreams come true. Experience Beetlejuice, Funny Girl, Moulin Rouge, Girl from the North Country, Mrs. Doubtfire, Peter Pan, Clue, and The Choir of Man. Season ticket holders also receive priority access to Broadway encores, Jesus Christ Superstar, The Book of Mormon, and Les Miserables. Get your season tickets today at strazcenter.org.
At Can Community Health, excellent healthcare starts with a foundation of inclusion, compassion, and respect, regardless of race, age, disability, sexual orientation, gender identity, or the ability to pay. Since 1991, we've provided premier care through outreach, advocacy, education, and research. If you or someone you love needs compassionate medical, mental health, or dental care, please visit cancommunityhealth.org to learn more. Together, we can make the difference.
The Bay Area is different than anywhere else. Unique with its culture, history, and pride. Full of stories, some with twists and turns, others inspire and inform. As a journalist with ABC Action News, it's a commitment to give perspective on all angles and provide answers that are hard to find. I'm Jameson Euler, covering what's important to you.
Always calling it as he sees it.
We are looking at what appears to be a turn to the right, a near miss.
That's the weather forecast I will vote for.
Chief Meteorologist Dennis Phillips. He's Tampa Bay's chief, getting it right with over 34 years forecasting weather.
Well, rule number 7 means don't freak out unless I'm freaking out. We're fine.
You deserve the experience and trust you get from Chief Meteorologist Dennis Phillips, only when you watch ABC Action News.
The shared experiences we have right here in the Bay Area shape who we are. And it's these stories that deserve to be told. As a journalist with ABC Action News, I've spent years involved in the community and with the people who live here. It's my responsibility to listen and take the time to get each story right. I'm Wendy Ryan. It's a privilege to tell your story.
When a story comes full circle, it means you're exhausting every resource, investigating every angle, asking the tough questions that lead to answers.
Would this not further divide the country?
We debate, we discuss, we challenge viewpoints. It's bringing clarity to the issues affecting you. This is our city. This is our state. This is Full Circle, Florida.
You're watching the Tampa Pride Diversity Parade, streaming live on ABC Action News Plus.
Proudly sponsored by the Straz Center.
welcome back to the Tampa Pride Diversity Parade, the 9th annual. We are live from Ybor City, and I'm joined, Lauren St. Germain, with Tyler Butler. And Tyler, unbelievable, but we are almost at the end of the parade right now.
Wow, I can't believe it. I mean, that really went by fast.
It really did. This is Enterprise Rent-A-Car that we're checking out right now. We just had some Jeeps go by us, and we are, again, almost at the end of the parade. This was the largest one. This is the LGBT truckers, really bringing up the end of the parade here. Honestly, this is the last community organization float, per se, organization. Next we'll have some people associated with Pride, and then the Mounted Patrol. But what a day it's been out here, Tyler.
I mean, absolutely amazing. I mean, obviously prideful.
It was all about inclusion and love and celebrating each other today, and I think that's what you saw.
And I've seen a lot of love for love. I mean, I've seen that everywhere on a lot of different floats today. And it's so important for people to remember to love each other and not to fight. Life is way too short. Be prideful, and that's what it's about.
You know what? Amen to that. Love is love, you're seeing right there.
Yes.
And we think that when they honk, they're telling us to be quiet. Right here, you're seeing some Pride Parade officials, some of the people who are really the brains behind Pride. Carrie West.
Oh yeah, here comes
Carrie West.
This is the Pride President, Carrie West, in the golf cart that they're showing now.
Yeah, and Derek, he has been the man behind the parade lineup. I've talked to him more than I have my own mother the past week, So we have several.
So the orange shirts are for the volunteers, and as I was talking about earlier, it does take a huge team to put something like this together. So thanks to the volunteers of Tampa Pride, it really does help a lot.
I mean, I can't even imagine. I don't even know the number of volunteers that it takes, but a lot to put on such a day, because it's not just the parade, it's the street festival, it's the food truck alley, it is the night event that happens as well. And right behind the golf carts, we're going to have the Mounted Patrol, TPD Mounted Patrol. And that just wraps up the parade right there. You got the 2 Tampa police officers on horses coming right up.
Is this the part you're going to dance now?
I've been dancing throughout. Fortunately, my director is smart enough to not take that on camera. Very smart crew we have back at the station right now. But
as we talked about, it's not over just because the parade's over. There's so many other special events that happen.
Yeah, that's right. And we have Pride at Night over at the Cuban Club. It is 18 plus, so just be aware of that. But a lot more events. And, we also have St. Pete Pride coming up in June as well. So
Absolutely.
The Pride celebrations.
And Bradley's today here has a huge packet of entertainers that are coming out to do some things for Tampa Pride, as well as Show Bar here in Ybor City. They've got a lot of entertainment, a lot of big parties. I mean, these clubs are going to be jamming. There's going to be so much pride going on there. The fun's just not going to be over right here at the parade. It's just begun.
Ybor City is going to be really busy tonight, to say the least. And you know what? We're also seeing a lot of beads, so that is going to take a lot of cleanup from the city of Tampa, as well as Pride officials as well. But we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
The new Bank of America Broadway at the Straz season tickets are on sale now. This is where all your dreams come true. Experience Beetlejuice, Funny Girl, Moulin Rouge, Girl from the North Country, Mrs. Doubtfire, Peter Pan, Clue, and The Choir of Man. Season ticket holders also receive priority access to Broadway encores, Jesus Christ Superstar, The Book of Mormon, and Les Miserables. Get your season tickets today at strazcenter.org.
At Can Community Health, excellent healthcare starts with a foundation of inclusion, compassion, and respect, regardless of race, age, disability, sexual orientation, gender identity, or the ability to pay. Since 1991, we've provided premier care through outreach, advocacy, education, and research. If you or someone you love needs compassionate medical, mental health, or dental care, please visit cancommunityhealth.org to learn more. Together, we can make the difference.
The Bay Area is different than anywhere else. Unique with its culture, history, and pride. Full of stories, some with twists and turns, others inspire and inform. As a journalist with ABC Action News, it's a commitment to give perspective on all angles and provide answers that are hard to find. I'm Jamison Euler, covering what's important to you.
Always calling it as he sees it.
We are looking at what appears to be a turn to the right, a near miss.
That's the weather forecast I will vote for.
Chief Meteorologist Dennis Phillips. He's Tampa Bay's chief. Getting it right with over 34 years forecasting weather.
Well, rule number 7 means don't freak out unless I'm freaking out. We're fine.
You deserve the experience and trust you get from Chief Meteorologist Dennis Phillips. Only when you watch ABC Action News.
The shared experiences we have right here in the Bay Area shape who we are. And it's these stories that deserve to be told. As a journalist with ABC Action News, I've spent years involved in the community and with the people who live here. It's my responsibility to listen and take the time to get each story right. I'm Wendy Ryan. It's a privilege to tell your story.
When a story comes full circle, it means you're exhausting every resource, investigating every angle, asking the tough questions that lead to answers.
Would this not further divide the country?
We debate, we discuss, we challenge viewpoints. It's bringing clarity to the issues affecting you. This is our city. This is our state. This is Full Circle, Florida.
Live coverage of the Tampa Pride Diversity Parade continues on ABC Action News Plus.
Proudly sponsored by the Straz Center.
Welcome back to the Tampa Pride Diversity Parade. I'm Lauren St. Germain, Tyler Butler. Tyler, we just finished up the 9th annual Tampa Pride Diversity Parade, and it was fabulous.
Absolutely smashing for sure.
I mean, it was a beautiful day. We had so many organizations out here, so many people. Today was really all about love.
So many beads.
A lot of beads. We got pelted with the beads. We threw them right back, don't worry. But it was just a fabulous day here in Ybor City. And we want to thank you so much for being our co-host for the 3rd year in a row.
Absolutely. And we're going to show some of these other highlights on Monday on Out and About Tampa. So you definitely got to go check that out on Facebook.
Tyler's with Out and About. It's on social media. And we want to thank you for being with us all afternoon. It has been a fabulous day out here live in Ybor City. Tyler's been fanning me. It's been great. So we want to thank you so much for being with us here on ABC Action News Plus. And now we are going to go to ABC Action News at 6 o'clock.